Hi, my name's Jonathan Perk, and I have a Fox body problem. This is a 1993 Ford Mustang LX, 23,000 original miles on the body. And we have documentation to showcase this. Can I move this seat already? Back to what I was saying. So this is a 23,000 original mile body. It's painted in Calypso, which is one of my favorite colors, and it's the last year of production. I was drawn to this one, so it has a binder, not this one, but there's another binder that's this big, full of documentation. It has something lurking under the hood. I don't know if you can see that giant snout right there going through the Cervini hood. It has a motor that runs on the 85 that produces almost 1,000 horsepower and 1050 torque at around 4,000 RPM. It's made it to a 5-speed transmission, and today we're going to give you guys a complete comprehensive walk around on this beautiful Fox body and let you decide if you want to put it in your collection. I hope you enjoy it. Let's do it now. Let's talk about the overall condition. This is super, super nice. I would rate this a 9.5 out of 10. That's a 95% out of 100. The only reason I'm giving it a rating that's even not a 10 out of 10 is because it's been used. It has just over 23,000 miles on the body. Everything has been redone. This is original paint. So original paint throughout. You have your stickers in place. The only thing that's been painted would be the cowl hood and the front Cervini lip, which is phenomenal. So when you look at the front fascia, you're going to see the heat exchanger, and you know we mean business here. You're rolling on a set of SVE wheels. It's been upgraded to 5-lug. It has a Cobra calipers, and it has discs in the rear as well. It's rolling on 315, so you have an 8.8 that's been shortened, and it has been mini tubbed. We have all the documentation. They did a phenomenal job, so we have actual photos of the layout, how it was performed inside, so it's beautiful. So there is a seat delete, so you can have 315s in the back and put that power down within reason. 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, 4,000 RPM, oh my God. The 9.5 out of 10. Small little imperfection here on the paint, but these fenders have never been cut. So what they did to fit this rubber in here is they actually put a mini pan inside. And once again, I want you guys to click on the link below. It'll have a full gallery so you can see all of the fabrication done in place. It also has coilovers in the rear. If you guys look at the underside shots, you'll see that. All of your fitment is proper. Once again, this is a 95% original paint car. All the stickers are present except for the hood and the front Cervini valence. All of your rubbers are very nice. When you open up and close the doors, very clean. You do have a chromoly roll cage, which has been welded in, and it was done properly. I love all the carbon fiber accents. Still have the factory seats, factory steering wheel, and then you have your 3650 transmission, so that's good for up to, I think it's 1,200 horsepower. All of your seams are very nice, and they did put strengthening bars underneath to make sure the chassis does not flex, because this produces gobs of torque at 4,000 RPM. Closing the door, closes nicely. Front fender is very nice. This is just a beautiful Calypso. What do you say we spin it? Once again, the paint condition is extremely nice on this one. Original paint throughout, all of your door gaps are even. Opening it up, you're going to see that you still have the original seats with your power lumbar support. Dash is excellent. Just minor additional gauges needed for your airplane, which is exactly what this is. Let's close this. The rear of this Fox body is extremely nice. Taillights are in great shape. Your deck lid is very nice. We're going to open that up shortly. Underneath here, you're going to see that beautiful 8.8 with the coilover setup. It is set to a T. So when you drive this, you can drive this anywhere. It's tuned to run on E85, but it does have a sensor. So what that means, if you need to put pump gas in it, you're not going to have a problem. What I like about this tuner The tuner dyno tested it and street tested it for about 5 hours to ensure that you have a turnkey machine. We're also going to give you the contact information so that if you have a different climate or if you're in a different altitude, he can modify the parameters and allow it to continue to drive as good as it's going to show today in the video. Opening up the trunk, we do have some bonuses here. So our struts work. We have a fuel cell here that we just topped off with X85. I also have this. So when you go to car shows and you want to win, you're going to put this right next to the vehicle. You're going to go, read this, give me my trophy. And that's exactly what this thing will do. So it breaks down the engine. So you have an Eagle block, 368 cubic inches with a Vortec supercharger. It's a V7 VSI blower. You obviously have the information for the rear end, which we've talked about, 31 spline. It does have carbon clutches, 390 rear gears, which is a really nice gear for acceleration. So in this car, I took it out last weekend and I took it for a cruise. I went about 35 miles. Third and fourth gear are really the airplane takeoff gears. So we'll show you that later on. Let's put this back inside. You do have a fuel cell, you have a really nice battery box, and then you have a delete tray so you don't see that when you're driving it. So you have your chromoly roll cage that's been painted in a sterling silver. It looks fantastic. It also matches the interior, carbon fiber accents throughout. You do have your stickers in place. So what that means is this car has not had quarter panel work or patchwork, so the VIN numbers match throughout. So you have your sticker in place here, over there, and over there. Battery box is very nice. I love this little package tray here, and all the plastics are in great condition. We're gonna close this and pop that hood, and then we'll take a look inside. Front end is extremely nice. I already popped the release for the hood, so you're gonna see that it's a little bit higher. You still have hood pins in place, which are for safety because this thing moves. Front bumper is very nice. You have your heat exchanger in there, and I like the panel that they created to allow airflow to go straight into it. You do have a mounted water intercooler up top. What that does is instead of having the intercooler in a different location, you have a shorter plenum so you can put that boost in the engine bay a lot faster, or in the engine a lot faster. Opening up the hood, your paint condition. So they match this spot on, and the paint is show quality. Opening up the hood, you have a small release like the factory. You are greeted by the most beautiful thing in the world. So it's a 368. We have the full build specs in the gallery below. You have power brakes. You do not have air condition. You have an upgraded V7 blower, which allows it to sound like it's whistling the whole time you're driving. You have this custom-built intercooler right here with your tank. So this tank, it's only partially visible. It actually goes down further. You can put ice in here to cool it down faster. Everything is done properly. You have your quadrant cable adjustment right there. Windshield wipers work. Big old coil. Upgraded radiator with dual fans. Billet set up throughout. New water pump. Upgraded injectors, obviously, because it's running the 85. And this thing is not fuel efficient. So if you guys are looking for a fuel efficient Fox body, get out of here. We're gonna close this, jump inside it, and then finally we can take it for a test drive. Interior is extremely nice. Your dash has no cracks on it. Obviously you have a tachometer that's been bolted in place. I like how they added the AFR gauge and the boost gauge on the actual roll cage. So you have the hoop that goes over here, but what I like is you actually have space. So I can go like this. If you're strapped in, this is still a street car. Center section's very nice. You have your shifter here, 3650 transmission, so this is a built transmission. Fuel pressure gauge, so this runs around 65 pounds of fuel pressure at all times. It's a return style system. Oil pressure gauge, water temperature, and voltage. Oil pressure is at 65 PSI, 55 to 65 PSI with no issues. You have your tachometer right here. The tachometer for inside the car has been bypassed to go to this one. All of your lights operate. Let me close this door really quick. Listen to that close. Lights are still proper. Once again, 23,102 miles on it. I just drove it about, I'd say 30 miles over the weekend, and I just did that just to prepare for this video. So you guys are gonna really enjoy this one. Let's go for a test drive. You know what this car needs? A little crying baby for the front of the hood. That's what it needs. You know, like the car shows? Before we go for a test drive, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoy this content, please be sure to click like and subscribe below so we can showcase more Fox bodies, Grand Nationals, exotic sports cars, even the weird stuff. Also, if you want to support us, we do have merchandise from hats, keychains, lanyards, the list goes on. So check this out. Let's go for a test drive. Check this out. Ah! Ah! Boost! All right, we're taking this thing out for a test drive. Nice and tame. We'll let it warm up. We'll do a turnaround, then we'll test out the acceleration, just partially. Very easy to drive. All my gauges are working, so my tach is working. Oil pressure is at 70 pounds. Water temperature is slowly rising. Voltage is good. Just waiting for the AFR to clear up. Normally, once I get to operating temperature, it'll be around 14.5. Just have to let it warm up. Fuel pressure is good, 55 pounds. Guess what? My ashtray is not broken. And I have so much room in here. That's the best smell ever, E85, oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna jump on 84. Runs down the road nicely, we're in third gear. Fourth gear. Drives like a regular Fox body. Steering is nice. Downshifts are even better. Oh. Oh yes. I don't need to do much talking here. It's like a rocket ship. Woo! We're gonna take it right here. We're gonna go over our signature bumps. But if you guys are looking for raw power, look no further. Taking a corner, let's put our headlights on. By the way, this does have wipers. Going into third gear, going over the bumps. No issues at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, this is a monster. I can imagine what this does on the track. Hope you guys have a great day.